I believe that if there never were any guns in America, that our crime rate would be much lower than it is now. Here in America, our crime rate is at 0.5 or 5% per 100,000 people per capita. And that's pretty high. Now, I don't believe that outlawing guns completely is a good idea, because so many people are accustomed to having guns that there would be some sort of uprising or chaos started. We can, however, do what Switzerland does. Switzerland's crime rate is one of the lowest in the world, at only 0.5%, or only 0.5 deaths per 100,000 people, making it one of the safest places in the world to live. Now, Switzerland, again, has never been in a war for over 150 years. That's because every time a country wants to invade them, they find out that, hey, every one of their citizens is armed to the teeth, and with military training. So their whole country is their military, again, making it one of the safest places in the world. And also, there have never been any school shootings. There's been one school shooting there in the last recorded history. It's very seldom that that ever happens. So, what if the U.S. was to adopt the laws that the Swiss have? It's hard to say because our cultures are so different. The U.S. is used to having guns, but them being limited, and there being a emphasis on them that makes them scared. People in the U.S. are scared of guns. People in Switzerland, however, are raised from a young age to use guns and how to use them properly. I believe that if every person in the U.S., or at least every male in the U.S., had a firearm, that the crime would go down. Consider the Aurora Massacre, or the Connecticut Massacre that happened in the recent years. If even half of the people in the Aurora Massacre theater were armed, not that many people have died. 12 people died in that. And I believe that could have been much less if at least even 1 or 2 people were armed. Same with the Connecticut Massacre in the school. 23 people, including children, were killed. Now, if the principal, or one of the teachers had a gun, that shooter could have been taken down, and all that could have been avoided, or at least most of the part. So, think about walking down the street in the U.S., not worrying about being robbed or being shot. You could feel completely safe with the system. Some of the fear enticed are from conspiracy theorists who believe that the government, our government, is trying to take us over. And there's so many theories going around and possible ideas that make us scared of our government. So let me ask you this. If you were the army, would you be scared of your government? I know I wouldn't. You would not be hearing about a mass shooting every week like we do now. So, in order for this system to take effect, our government would have to be reworked, and this could take hundreds of years. Right now, I don't believe it's possible. But we could start now by implying more gun safety instead of making people afraid of guns, because that's what our media is trying to do, is trying to promote gun violence instead of gun safety. And if we promoted gun safety more, I believe that more education on guns in the long run would make it easier for this way of law to work. And it would ensure a safer place to live. Thank you.